At the stage, there you go. We're good. Thank you.
Good. Okay, Virginia Union press conference after the game against West Liberty. In the middle is head coach Jay Butler, the CIAA Coach of the Year, and he's flanked by Bobby Gardner, a sophomore from Fluvanna, Virginia, and Noah Richardson Keys, a senior from Chesterfield, Virginia. Coach, team comes in here averaging 99 points a game. You hold them to 46. How did you do it?
First, you gotta tip your hat off to West Liberty. You see why, each and every year they're an NCAA team and they make runs. They're a very talented team, and that pressure, we work hard in practice all week. I put 6, 7 guys out there to simulate the pressure that they bring. But, I told the guys, you've been number one in the country defensively all year. I said, now it's time to come out and show the world, how good we can be defensively. And, West Liberty, number 2 in the country scoring. And they're a tough team. You got to get out on their shooters. But I thought our guys was amazing today defensively.
Noah, the game earlier, 3.5 months ago, of course, was 41-36 at halftime and 24-18 at halftime in this one. What was the game plan and how did you lock down on them defensively?
Just trusting our rotations, trusting what we do, everything that we built throughout the year. We knew, like he said, they're going to be a heavy press team, so we just had to finish our shots in transition and just make sure we just completely execute.
Bobby, what do you have to clean up for tomorrow?
It's okay to be happy for the day, but we got another one tomorrow. Like, man, defensively and offensively. Trust our teammates. That's all I got.
Anybody questions here, folks? Coach, you also totaled your lowest point output of the season too. So I guess there's a good and a not so good way to look about it, but you got to generate some more points tomorrow.
Definitely. We had the opportunity to scrimmage against IUP earlier in the year. So I got a text. He said, hope to see you on Sunday. And I told my guys, I said, when we scrimmaged them, I said, this is going to be an NCAA team. And, didn't know who was going to end up playing them, But IUP is another team that's traditionally always in the NCAA, and he does a great job with the program, and we're excited, but we're not satisfied. I think these guys, learned a lot from our CIAA tournament, and Bobby, he's a young guy, he's only a sophomore, and Noah only been with us a little over a year, but these 2 guys, they stepped up and made plays, and right now, I think they just want to continue to play basketball. So we're just trying to take it one game at a time.
No, looking on the stat sheet, I see 36 of your 52 points came in the paint. Was that a objective this game to try to work down low and get some easy hoops?
Of course, we take pride in being able to mash down in the paint, working inside out, and just making sure we get started from there, and then that's when we start hitting shots.
Last thing, you held them to 5 of 35 from long distance. Doesn't happen very often. Again, that had to be part of your game plan to not let them shoot threes. Now, if you're West Liberty, we had open looks, we just didn't make them. But the bottom line is they shot 5 of 35. Bobby.
One thing I gotta say is we play defense. We take pride in it. Hey, Coach Butler get on us all year about it. Every day in practice, we work hard against each other. So, that's what we do.
Anybody else with a question here at all?
What was the conversation that you had with the team after coming off of a conference loss and then going into the NCAA?
It was a little disappointed. We felt like we should have been playing on Saturday night, and we was a little nervous about getting into the tournament. Anytime you drop your last regular season game and then go into the tournament and lose in the quarterfinals. It's a chance that you might drop, completely out. But I thought the body of work that we did all year, we had quality wins against West Liberty early in the year. Shepherd was a 20-win team, and St. Thomas Aquinas out of New York. Those teams are, quality basketball teams. So I thought, the strength of schedule allowed us to be prepared for a game like this today. And I thought the guys, did a great job of defending at a high level And, and we found ways. That's how it's been all year. We found ways to make, enough points to win. Our leading scorer, Malachi, he only averaged 11 points. Bobby averaged 10. So we try to get it done by committee. So today we had a 9-10 guy rotation. Those guys all stepped up and made plays for us.
Anybody else? Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, the West Liberty post-game press conference, head coach Michael Lamberti, and to either side, Dante Spadafora, who's a senior from Pittsburgh, Jamie Muldowney, who is a junior from Ireland. Coach, I'll start with you and get your assessment on the game today.
Got to give Virginia Union a lot of credit. They have the best defense in the country in terms of points per game given up, and that was on full display tonight. Held us to 46 points. We probably haven't scored 46 points in 2 decades. And their zone and pressure defense caused us some fits. Got off to a decent start, but the first half we turned it over a little bit too much. Did not see the ball go through the hoop at a high rate, but our defense, really proud of our guys for our defense to keep us in it. It was only a 6-point game at half with how poorly we were playing on the offensive end. Came out of the second half strong. Thought we made a little run to put a spark into it and change the ways a little bit, but in the middle of the second half, we could never really get over that hump. And offensively, to turn the ball over 19 times and shoot 28 from the field for the game and 14% from 3 for the game and 50% from, you're not going to win many basketball games. So you have to give Virginia Union credit for that. Proud of our guys. We fought the entire 40 minutes and just had a heck of a season. That's what I told our guys in the locker room, to be regular season champions and conference tournament champions. We had 14 newcomers on this team. We had 1 returner in Dante Spadafora. And there was a lot of change, a lot of doubt. And I think West Liberty made one heck of a story, and Dante Spadafora has a lot of praise for that. And we had 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. 2 of them were all conference. Another all conference performer, Jamie Muldowney. So it's just, again, gave these guys a lot of praise in the locker room for the season that they had. It's unfortunate it ended in the first round, but you have to give Virginia Union a lot of credit for that. Sometimes it doesn't go your way in this tournament.
Dante, as a senior, take us through your 4 years and what it's meant to play for West Liberty.
Honestly, it's all I've really ever known. I came in here undersized guard. I was pretty underweight. Coach Lamberti was my assistant coach at the time, and I was getting beat up every day in practice. But he said one thing that kind of stuck with me my 5 years, and he said, sometimes you just have to look in the mirror. And off-season after off-season, I improved, and I stayed in the gym, and I found ways that I can find myself valuable and find myself ways to get on the court. And I've done that in my 4 years, and honestly, I had chances to maybe go into the transfer portal, head other places, but that wasn't really a thought of mine, just because the community at West Liberty University basketball is, the fans, the students. It's just my second home, and it's all I've ever known, and there's not one doubt or regret I've ever had in my 5 years here. So I just want to thank everyone for just being by my side through the 5 years.
And Jamie, I don't want to beat a dead horse here. I know how it is when you have to talk after a game like this. But you come in averaging 99 points a game. You shoot almost 50% from the floor. And today, 28% and only 5 of 35 from long distance. I mean, you had some looks. It's not like you didn't have some good looks. It just wouldn't drop.
Yeah, it can kind of happen at times. You kind of chase after it. You know, the first one misses, and you know that one was close or whatever, and you want to try and chase the next one, and then it's almost like you start begging the ball to go in when you shoot it sometimes. I think I was a culprit of that today. Looking at my stat line, it was an absolute disgrace. 18 possessions, 7 points in them, 6 turnovers. It's talking about looking in the mirror here. I really felt like let the team down today myself, but yeah, it's tough as a team when you shoot these splits and you work so hard all year, and you know the game like this comes out, and you know one of the biggest moments of the season. It hurts, but the thing about this group, and we've been like a family. We're able to talk to each other. We're able to figure things out, and you know we're going to come back next year, and this is going to burn. It's going to burn for a long time, all through the summer. The fall coming up, you know, we have to go defend our MEC title, and we need to come back next year and make sure something like this doesn't happen again in the first round against the tournament.
Anybody else with a question here? You're good? Coach, players, thank you very, very much. Have a safe trip back home to West Liberty. I'm very familiar with your campus there on Route 88, not far from Bethany and Oakland.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And would you like these flags?